Hodge. All right, here is my new booth at Sanford & Sons. As you can see, yeah, just something new I wanted to try out. Just wanted to share with everybody everything that we have. Lots of cool things here. Is there any moving stuff around on me? Got the cool glass cabinet. Alright, here is the booth rejigged. I moved the shelf that was there out to here so I could utilize all the rows, and then put the clothes rack back here, which still turns easy enough. And then I had a big lot of Star Wars stuff that I recently got, so that's all up here and available now. Rejigged the layout. Brought that shoe rack from home just to help elevate some things. Move this over to here. And then all the video games here. Horror stuff here. Movies. Books. DVDs. Goosebumps. Collectables and stuff. And then I threw a couple things just facing this way to catch people's attention. Hopefully that robot they'll see as well. So yeah, this is my booth, and I'm going to take you along on my journey of boothing and seeing things that I get, and see how things go. About halfway through my first month right now, and definitely sold some things, so let's see how it goes. Oh, all right, so I guess when it rains it pours. I am on my way to pick up another lot of NES stuff, Sega Genesis stuff, and oh, my finger's covering that, and some more systems, 2 NES systems and a Genesis for a smoking deal, $220 for everything. It's about an hour away, so 2-hour round trip, and I'll bring you with me. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just lots of stuff lately. It's been great, so the hustle is real, I guess. Hustling with Hodge for the new video game booth. All right, so this is everything in here from the lot. You can't really see, but in here there are 2 NESs, 1 Genesis, and a whole bunch of NES games. And then in here, if you look, whew, that's a heavy there. No manual, but the game's there. So this one there, and there's another heavy. Let's see if I can find it. It's not hockey. Where is it here? This one here. Look at this guy. Woo! Another good one. Let me see. Doesn't feel like there's a manual. No manual. But cart seems to be in good shape. So, I mean, between these 2 games here, that should cover my cost of what I put into this. So let's head back to the game room. I'm gonna load this all up. I gotta clean everything, and then I'll price it out for everybody. Hey everybody, Nintendo Hodge. We are back in the game room. As you saw on all of that footage, I picked up a really good lot of stuff. That's what you see over here. I've picked up another good lot of stuff not too long before that, right over here. A nice little lot of stuff right here. And I have opened up a video games and collectibles booth. There is a antique mall trying to attract younger clientele, and me bringing in this kind of stuff, video games, Paula's 3D prints, collectibles, horror movies, Goosebumps books, action figures, things like that. As you saw in the video previously, I put up a whole bunch of new Star Wars figures I picked up that's at another lot. So I want to bring everybody along on this adventure. It is almost the end of my first month there. I want to get this stuff cleaned, sorted, and ready to go so I can bring it there this weekend to restock everything and see how I do for my first month. I should be able to find out probably when I go this weekend. It should be in another couple days is when the official end of the first month is. But to bring you along on that journey, of course, I got to talk about the stuff that I get that goes in the booth. Let's start with this lot on the right here, because this is the one I showed you earlier. There was a gentleman selling a whole bunch of Nintendo and Genesis stuff. I reached out to him pretty much instantly when he had the ad up, and I told him that I would like to purchase everything. He didn't have a price. I think it was make an offer. I threw out an offer initially just for, I believe it was the Genesis stuff. And then when I saw that he also had NES stuff, I decided to make an offer for everything. I got an amazing deal. I didn't think the deal was going to be as good as it was. I saw these two games here, which I showed you. We have a Mutant League Hockey and a Streets of Rage 2. There's no manual in the Super Mutant League Hockey. Just Mutant League Hockey. But there is in the Streets of Rage 2. Nope, there's not. Sorry, so neither of them have their manual, which does bring their value down a bit. But these two, when I eventually saw they were in the lot, I knew it was definitely worth it. I may keep Mutant League Hockey for my collection. I haven't decided yet. But this lot of stuff, those are kind of a couple highlights. 2 NES systems and a Sega Genesis. Bunch of controllers. There's power for everything in there, so I just gotta clean it all up, test it out. We have a copy of Punch-Out. That's kind of the other highlight, high-end NES game in this lot. I don't want to go through everything, but yeah, there's a Dr. Mario, Mario 2, 3, and 1, and just a bunch of other rando games, and then a few loose Genesis games as well. But this lot, I ended up paying $220 for everything you see here. And if you look it up on price charting, as of, I guess it would be a week or two ago now that I picked this up, it's valued at just under $600. So definitely a lot of room for some profit out of this lot. I'm looking forward to cleaning this and getting it to the booth. While I was actually at the booth one day, one of the customers that have bought off me, and I recognized him from the Barrie Game Exchange, said he bought one of my Genesis games and wanted to know if I had more. And at the time I said I didn't. Well, now I do. I have a whole bunch, and this will all be at the booth shortly. Talk about this little pile of stuff here in front of me, some random PlayStation 2 and some GameCube games and one PS3 game. This was a lot I picked up north near our camp. I always scour Facebook Marketplace anywhere I'm at to see if I can find any deals. And when I saw this deal, these two games here on the top, and I don't know how well you can see it, but this is Armored Core 2, Another Age, and Armored Core 2. I know this series has shot up in value. These two games alone, I believe, are worth about $100, like $50 each, somewhere around there. And then some other highlights here. There's a Tales of Symphonia Chronicles on the PS3, Harvest Moon and Wonderful Life on the GameCube, Avatar on the GameCube, which needs a new case. We have Harvest Moon and Wonderful Life on the PlayStation 2, Dark Cloud, and then this Connectica on the PlayStation 2. It's like a bike cycle racing game. I've never heard of it, but that's kind of why I got it in the lot. He had other stuff, but this was the key ones I wanted. And this lot I paid $100 for, and on price charting about a $240 value. So more than double my money on this lot. We got to get these ones cleaned and put these ones at the booth as well. And then the last lot, looking on my left here, big investment, but big upside. I know NES isn't as coveted right now, but I had a stack of, I believe, 14 or 15 NES games at the booth when I first opened, and I believe there's only 3 or 4 left now. So they're going. One amazing highlight here is Conquest at the Crystal Palace, and way over here with that is the manual as well. That is a huge score. It's not a big valued item, but I want to say it's a $50 game. Might be a little bit higher than that, and then adding that manual on there. The manual's got to be at least a $20 value, if not more. Really happy to see that. There's a few other manuals, but that was the big highlight manual. A couple other highlights here. We have Castlevania 3 or 2? No, Castlevania 3, Metroid, Kirby's Adventure, Gilligan's Island, Kid Icarus, and DuckTales. Those are kind of the higher priced games in the lot. I separated these ones out. 3 copies of Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, 3 Nintendo systems, 3 sets of hookups, 3 Zapper guns, including 1 gray. We have, what is there? 3, 6, 7, 8 controllers. And then we have a world-class track meet with the pad. We have the NES Advantage controller, a couple of the joystick-style controllers. Huge lot of stuff. I was blown away when I saw this. It was just somebody that had it in their collection from their kids. They decided they didn't want it anymore. I jumped at it to get it. I believe it was make an offer. I hummed and hawed, didn't really look anything up, but I knew there was some good value there. And typically myself, I sell a Nintendo with hookups. I said Nintendo, we're there. Nintendo with hookups, 1 game, like Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, 1 controller, sometimes a zapper. I'll get $90 for that. That's Canadian. That's what I sell them for. So I know there's $300 in value right there, plus all the games and the accessories. I ended up offering them $400, and they accepted it. I was shocked. And roughly value of just the games, and actually the other lots that I already told you about, the value is just the games on price charting. I'm not including the systems on it. But the value of just the games is about $750 for a $400 investment. So doing the math, I mean, $700 plus, let's just be conservative, because we'll say $300 with the systems because there's a bunch of peripherals and extra. So there's $1,000 there. This was $240, so $2,400 or $1,240. And then these games were $595. Let's round up to $600. 2 Nintendos and a Genesis. Let's go 100. Let's say 140 just to be conservative. So where was I? We were at 1,240 plus 600. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you know what? Rough estimate of all value here is probably close to $2,000. I know some of this will sit here for a while. Some of them won't move. There's some crappy hockey sports games and basketball games. We've got NHL 97, 95, Troy Aikman's football. But, I mean, the Earthworm Jim balances that out. And, of course, Mutant League Hockey, Little Mermaid Ariel on the Genesis. It's not a super expensive game, but still a value game, something that somebody wants. So some of it I'll sit on. Definitely will recoup my costs back after a while. Basically, $700 investment, roughly, and I should make at least $2,000, more than double my money on this lot. So pretty exciting times here in the Hodge, hustling with Hodge, opening the video game booth. If you are in the Barrie area, let me know. I can tell you where it is if you want to go check it out. I'm pretty excited, and I want to see how I did this month and get this stuff added in there to continue the journey. Alright, thanks for watching this video, and I'll make another one, maybe once a month type thing, just to re-update everybody on everything. I might end up, as I find lots of things, make a video, but do one big video for the whole month, just to keep everybody updated on it. Hey everybody, back with another update video from the booth. Things are hopefully going well. We're going to go in here and I'm going to see how I did on my first official full month. I'm like a week after that. I've been busy and haven't had a chance to make it. I was in Portland at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, and that was a blast. Got a whole bunch of all the stuff you would have seen in my previous video to restock, and I got another shelf that I might be putting up there depending on how things look on my t-shirt stuff. So let's go inside and see where we're at. All right, so I talked to Shirley downstairs, and it looks like the 25th is when I find out how everything is. I thought it was the 19th, which has already happened because sales go till the 19th, and then the 25th is when I find my financials out. So I can already see some stuff's sold. Let's flip around here and just take a look-see. So I had looks like only one Star Wars guy went. We'll see if I lose any more. Pretty sure I had a couple of these guys disappear, which is good. None of the action figures. A little sad on that, but we'll see what happens. None of my heavier stuff in here looks like it's gone. Definitely a whole bunch of Goosebumps have gone, which is cool. And you can see stuff's been sorted through. I had the Batman lunchbox, that's gone. And then most of my shirts, I had some Metallica shirts, have gone. So what I think I'm going to do is take that rack out now. Can I do that? That's better. Take this rack out, and I brought another shelf to put in here instead. So I think the shelf can store more. And we can kind of rejig some things. It was definitely quite a bit fuller. I'll have to do a comparison to my other video. My mom gave me some stuff to sell here, and I don't think any of it's sold. We'll see. And it looks like, yeah, none of Paula's 3D printing stuff went, but we can figure that out. And yeah, okay. Let's do some restocking, some rejigging, get things back in order. Okay, let me reverse this. So about a half an hour of rejigging everything and bringing in the new shelf here. I think we're in a good spot now. Everything's looking pretty good. Whole bunch of Sega Genesis and NES stuff bringing in. I'm going to find a better spot for those. Those can't stay there. And then everything here's rejigged. And then the stuff, sorry about the shine, the stuff in the glass cabinet, looking good now too. All right. think we're about done here. All right, a quick little stop at the booth for the week. Bringing some stuff back from attending the Toronto Game Expo. I had some stuff out, added a few new items in. My mom made this cool Pac-Man bag. We'll see how that goes. And then I had this Grand Theft Auto standee from GameStop, EB Games at the time, that I've decided to let go. It's just been kind of sitting in storage. All right, I know that was literally a really quick little blurb. Oops, sorry. From the booth. I didn't really add anything too much new, those 2 items. And then put stuff back that I didn't have with me at the Toronto Game Expo. But, first month, success. It was from September 19th to October 18th, 1 month. I made $741 in sales of everything that I had there. I have to go through they give you a little piece of paper with all of your stickers, price stickers on it, so I can go through and make sure that everything was hunky-dory and they didn't screw anything up. And then my rent was $110.60. So I made $630.40. Huge good month. I'm very happy about that. I'm interested to see if it's because I'm new or if things just keep staying steady. Actually, while I was there restocking the booth, a guy came up and bought some stuff and to take it down. So very cool. I might show some of the items I have here once I get home, just kind of show you what I'm dealing with, but I might not as well. Anyways, let's go.